Hi, we're in the basement of the Endian project down in Fond du Lac, and what I'd like to do is kind of go through a couple of the things that we do differently. When I talked earlier about the way we're positioning our foam underneath the slab, what we've got under here is our footing sits here and our wall is above it. Now, again, the things that we do differently, we're using what's called a forma drain, and that's actually a square drain along the outside of the footing. That goes on the inside and the outside of the footing. So both sides of the footing have that square tube. And what that does is it stays exactly flat along with the footing. So there's never any time when you've got stagnant water sitting inside that drain tile. Then this has a crossover and then gets piped into our sump pit, which is located over here. We got the sump pit and then also the septic pump that takes the house waste out. Now, what most people will do when they excavate, they will excavate down and leave the inside in here up 4 inches. That way they only have to put 4 inches of gravel in. What we've done is actually kept this down to the bottom, so we've got 8 full inches of stone in this area here. So we've almost got a holding reservoir underneath our slab. And what that does is, again, it gives us that comfortable space in the basement, where the basement is just as comfortable as the upper level. Another thing that we're doing is actually putting a dimple membrane on the outside of the wall. This allows any moisture to drop right down inside, and the dirt's pushed up against it, and we've got gravel in here. So this whole wall and tile system is all tied together so that we don't have any problems with moisture in the basement. Then another thing that we're doing different, again, than other contractors, instead of running our foam to the edge of the footing, I'll redraw this over here. Again, we've got our footing and our wall, and we've got our drain tile. And what most contractors do is they'll run their foam here, and then the 4 inches of gravel underneath. So what we're doing differently is we're running our foam all the way over the top of the footing, and then we pour our slab on top of it. So this is all foam over the top of the footing, so there's no conduction in between here. Then we also have a vapor barrier that's run under and up portion of the wall, so everything is sealed off, so there's no way that any moisture can transfer in here. Again, giving you a whole lot more comfortable space, because now that floor is warm and comfortable.